In today's tutorial, you'll learn how to crochet this beautiful short. I'll be taking you step by step for absolute beginners. This short will fit a child from 3 to 4 years. But in the course of the tutorial, I'll be telling you how to make this bigger or smaller. And this is a complete set. Wait till the end, I'll present you all the different pieces, alright? And I made this for Christmas for my children. I made 3 different pieces. I'll be presenting to you all the 3 pieces at the end of the tutorial, okay? You really don't want to miss that. So Shalom Crocheters, welcome to my channel ZoeCrochetR 2, and a very big thank you to all of my subscribers, my returning viewers. Thank you for liking and sharing my tutorials. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel ZoeCrochetR 2. Now without no further ado, get set all your materials and let's get started. Now commit your works to the Lord and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Okay, we're going to begin, and these are the materials that we're going to be needing. We're going to need our scissors, our stitch markers, our darning needle, a measuring tape to take measurement, very important. And I'll be working with a 3mm size hook. And for this tutorial, we're going to be using many colors. So I'm going to use one of them is yellow. We're going to start with the yellow color. Alright, so let's get started. Right now, we're going to start with us. We're going to start by creating our slip knot. And this ring, we're going to insert a hook on that ring. I'm going to go ahead and chain a very long chain. This chain is the foundation of our work, okay? So this chain is the length of our babies, of our short. So to make a chain, you're going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, 2, yarn over, pull through, 3, and you're going to keep going until you have the length, until this chain measures your length, okay? Okay, I've completed my chain and measures 32 centimeters, and that is the length of my short. Good. Now for the next part of our work, and for my chain, I did a total of 72 chains. I did a total of 72 chains. Now each time you have your number of chains, all right, you're going to go ahead and chain 1 to it. That is the turning chain 1. And now in the next chain, we're going to start working. We're going to make a half double crochet. So to make a half double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook in that next chain, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull out 3 loops, yarn over into the next chain. You're going to make 1 half double crochet. So this is our repeat row. And before advancing, you're going to insert your stitch marker and mark that first stitch. Okay. And we're going to repeat this. In this chain, you're going to make a half, yarn over into the next chain. You make a half double crochet, yarn over into the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through your 3 loops, pull out 3 loops, and this is the only thing we're going to repeat. Good. We're going to repeat in making 1 half double crochet in each of those chains, and I'll meet you at the end of this work. Okay, so keep on working and I'll meet you at the end to tell what we're going to do next. I'll get you in this last stage. We need to make the last half double crochet. Okay, do that together. Then you'll go complete the first round. To begin the next round, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And in that first stage, you're going to start working. Yarn over, come in that's where we're working. Come there and make a half double crochet. Yarn over into the next stage. A half double crochet. Yarn over into the next stage. You make a half double crochet. Yarn over into the next stitch, you make a half double crochet, repeat the sequence and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so keep on working. I'll get here. I'm just going to take off a stitch marker and come in that last stitch, yarn over and make the last half double crochet in there. Okay, here we've completed 2 rows. We're going to start row number 3. You want to chain 1. We're always going to start the same way. Turn your work and always work here, in and here, yarn over and make half double crochet, make half double crochet, yarn over and make a half double crochet, yarn over and make a half double crochet, and make a half double crochet. And yep, this is the only sequence that we are going to repeat until we have the width of our hips. All right, so and yeah, we still have a measurement 32, and yeah, so you always need to check your measurement. Now, as you can see, this is the length of our pant, of our short. So we'll put it this way. This is our length, and now this is our width. So we're going to work in like this until we have our measurement. For me, until we have our measurement, I'm looking for a total of 32 centimeters. This is half of the hips. Now remember, our hips measurement divided by 2, right? So our circumference is 64 centimeters. So we're doing 32 by 32. So one pair needs to measure 32 centimeters for the hips, and the second pair exactly the same. So keep on working on meet for the next part of our work. Okay, go ahead. Okay, here we are. We have been working, and this is what our kind of looks like. So we have already attained the waist, our waist circumference, and our waist, and our the half of our waist, of course, the half of our waist, and measures 32 centimeters. Now, once we have achieved our waist, we're going to start working on the crotch here. Okay, giving definitions on the crotch here, and for 3 to 4 years, what we will be going for 21 centimeters. Now, something very, very important: when you're taking the measurement for the crotch, it is good to stretch your work. Stretch it. Okay, stretch your work. You can see what I'm doing. Try to stretch your work. I can see that's what I did. I've not stretched it that much, but at least I did some stretching, and it's 21 centimeters for my crotch, and this is where it is. I have stretched it out. Okay, do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Now, once you're done with that, you're going to go and count the stitches. For example, me, I have a total of 40 stitches in here. 40 stitches. So I have 40 stitches, and I have 40 stitches on this other side also. Now we are going to start doing our reductions. Okay. Now we're going to start our reductions. Of course, we're always going to turn your work, and now you're going to go ahead and make 5 single crochet. Make 5 single crochet. So in that first stitch, go and make 5 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see, we have 5 single crochets. Now into the next, you're going to repeat your pattern of half double crochet. So yarn over and make a half double crochet in that next stitch. So yarn over and make a half double crochet in that next stitch. That's 1, 2, 3. Now, before continuing working, we're going to insert our stitch marker on that last single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come in that and insert your stitch marker. It will make the work easier for us for the next row. So keep on working. You're going to work, make your half double crochet until you get here, and you come back up, but making reduction just on one side. All right, so make a double crochet, you make your half double crochet in each stitch, you come down and you make a half double crochet and you come back up here, and you stop working when you have 4 stitches left, 4 stitches before this. Okay, 4 stitches before the stitch marker. So go ahead and keep on working. Okay, yeah, when we get here, we have total of 1 2 3 4 chain, 4 stitches left. We're going to make another reduction. So you're going to come in that fourth stage, insert your hook, and you're going to make a slip stitch. So we can turn. So right now come in that stitch and we'll do 5 single crochets. So this is 1 2 3 4 and 5 single crochets. And now into the next stitch, you're going to make 1 half double crochet, and before continuing working, mark that last decrease, insert your stitch marker. Good. And you have double crochet, and I have double crochet, and you're going to repeat this same sequence. Always remember to put back your stitch marker. Make a half double crochet, you go down, you make a half double crochet, come back up here, and I'll meet you here when we have 4 stitches left. So go ahead and keep on working. And here we are at the end of this row, and we still have our 1 2 3 4 stitches. We're just going to repeat the same sequence. So you're going to come in the next stitch, you're going to make a slip stitch, and you're going to turn your work and into the next stitch, and now you're going to make 5 single crochets. So 1 2 3 4 and 5 single crochets. And now into the next stitch, we're going to make a half double crochet, and into the next stitch you're going to make a half double crochet, insert back your stitch marker, and yeah, and see it gives us that slanty, effect. I cannot love this. And this is how we're going to be doing our reductions. So you see we're almost done now. There's something I want to really emphasize on. Let me turn this way so I can understand better what I'm saying. We are just going to repeat this same procedure, this same sequence. Okay, so you can see that we are reducing 4 5 4 5 4 5. You're going to repeat reducing, and when you get here, no matter the number of stitches, even if it's not 4, even if it's not 5, as you the number of stitches that you get at the end here, just stop here, don't increase it. Stop reducing where your stitch marker is. Stop there, and you're going to repeat the same thing on this other side. And remember, the reductions are made just on one side, just up. No reduction down, just up. Okay, so go ahead and repeat this sequence, and I'll meet you for the next part of our work. So for working. And here we are, we've completed our reductions on both sides, and this is what our work kind of looks like. And I did a total of 9 rows reductions on both sides, 9 rows. And now if you want to check this out, if you take the measurements now, you see it gives us our 21 centimeters, and that's our inner tie. That's good. Now before we start joining, we're going to come and do a clean up row here. We're going to make a single crochet row. So you're going to chain 1, I will chain 1, and I'm going to make a single crochet, You're just going to try to make it as even as you can. Okay, and single crochet. Try to make a single crochet everywhere. And kind of cleans up our edge. Now we're going to repeat this, and this single crochet should be on your right side. So you're going to walk and you stop here and I'll meet you here. Okay, so keep on walking. And here we go. And here we go. Yep. So now this is achieved. We're going to go ahead and fold the work like this. We're going to fold the work and we're going to slip stitch it. We're slip stitching from inside. So you see where you do your single crochet, it has to be on the up. So you come in that first stitch on this side and bring it here. Working. Yeah. Bring that in. Chain one. That's really okay. You come in the next stitch and the other next stitch on this other side, and we're going to make a slip stitch. So yarn over and slip stitch. Make sure you're working stitch into stitch. Yarn over, slip stitch, yarn over, slip stitch, and try not to make your work too tight. And make sure you're working, you see, your stitches need to align. Slip stitch. Slip stitch. We're working both loops. Slip stitch. Slip stitch. Slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. See, this is going to look inside, and this is what it gives us. That's clean, right? So we're going to slip stitch and end where we stopped a reduction. So we're going to slip stitch and stop here where we have our stitch marker. This up part is our crotch. So go ahead and keep on working. Okay, here we are. We've completed slip stitching and we stopped here. Now we're going to bring in the second piece, and you can see that it's the same thing. We also did the single crochet row, exactly the same thing. And now this is what we're going to do. Okay, see, this is the spaces where we did the reduction. You can see my stitch markers are still there, so just to help me. Now we're going to slip stitch. The two sides facing up is going to be, we're going to slip stitch. We're going to start up here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to turn our work. I still have my working yarn on the side, so now we can take off those stitch markers. We're going to come at the very under here and set your hook on both like this. See, bring that in front and come on this other side on the very under also. You see now, here, there, go there. Insert your hook also and bring in, connecting your yarn. Slip stitch in and chain one. Now once this is achieved, we are going to work now firstly on this panel on the side that is up. Okay, we're going to join this up, and then we'll come and join the other one down. So we're going to join this up. See, this one is going to give us, see, so now we're going to join our work, and take the pieces that are, come here, insert your hook, and we're going to do the slip stitch again. Make sure you're working stitch into stitch. Slip stitch, slip stitch. Here we have the last stitch on this side. I'm going to chain one and fasten over it. Lose it a bit. There we are done. Oh my goodness. And we're going to turn it the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to come that very first stitch. Chain one and correct and slip stitch. And we're going to slip stitch until we get here. Okay, so keep on working. Chain one. Don't fasten over here, just keep it there. And now, my goodness, I love this. My God, do you see? Oh wow, this is amazing. Oh my goodness. At times now, what I say, thank you, Jesus, for the works of my hands. Do you see that slanting effect? Oh my God. Oh my God. Write in the comment section below what you really think about this technique. What you think about this tutorial. Wow. This is so good. Now we have, oh wow. Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? Can you see this? I love it. Like, okay, here we have our yarn. We're going to make a single crochet around our waist. Now we start working our waist. So we're already chain one. So we're already chain one. We're going to come in there and make a single crochet. Single crochet. Single crochet. Okay, so go ahead and make a single crochet. Make a single crochet all around. Okay, and get to the end here. We're going to go in that first single crochet and the slip stitch. We're going to start the next round. We're going to chain 3, and this is our first double crochet. Come to the next and make a double crochet, and into the next stitch make a double crochet, and into the next stitch make a double crochet. So I'm going to be making a double crochet all around, and I'll meet you at the end of this. Okay, and I'll meet you at this other end here. So keep on working. Here we are. We have completed our double crochet row. I can see that waist is really very wide. Now we need a solution. We're going to make this, and it's going to bring it together, right? So let's start it. We're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is our slip stitch. It's our first stitch. We're going to yarn over and come into that first double, and come in that double crochet, and you're going to make a front post double crochet. Here we're going to make some reductions. We're going to yarn over, and for the back post we're going to be taking 2 double crochet at the same time. So you're going to take 2 double crochet for the back post, yarn over, and make a double crochet, yarn over, make a front post, take 1 stitch, yarn over. For the back post you are taking 2 double crochets, and it looks like this from the back. And again to yarn over, make the back post double crochet, yarn over. For the front post you work just in 1 double crochet, yarn over. For the back post you take 2 double crochet. I'm going to repeat this sequence all around. And you can see our waist is coming up. It's beautiful, right? Yep. Now we're going to start the second row and the second round, and I would love to slip stitch, but on this first, not in the chain 3. All right, you see now. So go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to make a front post on that front post, yarn over, and make 1 back post on that back post, yarn over, the front post on the front post, so a front post gets a front post, and a back post gets a back post. And it's exactly the same thing that we did here. So we're just going to repeat this same sequence. Come round, you stop here, and you're going to do the number of rows that you desire. Alright, so keep on working, and we're going to meet, and I'll tell you the number of rows I ended up doing. Okay, so go ahead and keep on working. and this measures 4 centimeters, and I did a total of 4 rows, and I did a total of 4 rounds, 4. So now I went ahead to do a very long chain. This chain is a chain 102. I doubled my yarn so I can give me something thick. So tie a knot. And you're going to choose which part is going to be your front. This is going to be my front, and this is going to be my back. So you're going to take your strap and going to look where you want it to be. And for the next part of our work, we're going to go in and sewing our hats. I have the full tutorial of this on my YouTube channel, ZoeCrochetR. I'll take you step by step for absolute beginners, so go and check this out, okay? And so this is going to I want it to be very low while here. Now, what you can do is you can just use your stitch marker to mark those spots, okay? I'll just do one like that. And so this is the piece that's going to come in front, and the piece for the back is going to be off like this. So let's start sewing this. I will tie a knot, and this is my needle and my thread. I'll start working here. I love to use the loops. What's that? No, it's cool. There. You're just going to keep on sewing and try to do it the best way. So you just try your best to do it as neat as you can, right? And here we go. This is fantastic. Thank you so very much for making with me. And this is what it kind of looks like from behind. Now let me give you, of course you understand that this waistband added length to our pants. So we have a total length of 35 centimeters. And the circumference gives us 34 centimeters. This is for my 5-year-old son, and the total length gives us 38. This red is for my 5-year-old, and the total length gives us 39 centimeters. And here we have 38 centimeters. This is my princess. This is the 7-year-old, and 47 centimeters. This is and 40 centimeters. Wow. Now, as I promised, this is it's beautiful, right? This is the matching set, and I might have some scratches. I have the full tutorial of this also on my YouTube channel. I should put this. Yep. So this is for my daughter. This is for Christmas, and of course you can make this for any event. You can make this for any event. And this is for my 5-year-old son. You can make this for his birthday or so. It's not for Christmas, any special event. This is fantastic. I have a full tutorial of this on my YouTube channel, ZoeCrochetR. And here we go. This is for for my 3-year-old son. And I have a full tutorial on my YouTube channel, ZoeCrochetR. And if you're still at home mom like me, join me and let's create beautiful pieces like this. And in the next tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to crochet a cardigan for yourself and for your loved ones. You really don't want to miss that. So I'll meet you in the next tutorial. Till then, God bless us and keep us and prosper the work of our hands. Shalom.